family outing time to Bass Pro Shop. We're gonna go see an Easter Bunny. I'm gonna walk around the store and then maybe go to Grapevine Mills. I don't know yet, but join me on a fun little family outing. So we are here at Bass Pro Shop to see the Easter Bunny from my nephew. We have an 11 o'clock appointment for him. I don't know where this Easter Bunny is though. We're walking around the store and I have not seen any signs of an Easter Bunny. But we are here to look for that as we are 2 days away from Easter. It is April 5th, 2026, and it is Good Friday. So in hunting, I don't hunt, but in hunting, when did people go from wearing somewhat nice clothing to camouflage gear? Like, when did that change over happen? Because she's definitely wearing a really nice outfit for hunting. And I know, like, when I watch Looney Tunes cartoons, they also will wear like more decent, nicer outfits for game hunting. So I'm just curious when that change happened. They have taxidermy polar bears and a taxidermy, well, polar bear and a taxidermy walrus. Those might be my favorite taxidermy animals they have. Just to give a better look at that taxidermied walrus. I do love a good taxidermy animal. I think they are really fun and creative. You get some wild ones sometimes, but I do love a good taxidermied animal. And they have them aplenty here at Bass Pro Shop. Okay, got out of that mess. The Easter Bunny is meeting upstairs, and they're having printer proms. So they're telling people if you want to take your photo, you can use your cell phone. It's a mess up there. There are so many kids, so many adults, and yeah, I'm just like, I'm out. So I'm gonna just walk around downstairs as they're upstairs, and his mom's looking for a new appointment. They have a shooting arcade here, but unfortunately, I do not have $1. So it doesn't look like I'm gonna be doing the shooting at the arcade right now. But this thing is really cool and very well detailed. And look at this taxidermied buffalo. This thing is massive and really awesome to look at. Now these fish in the tank, they are not taxidermied. They are real. Such a pretty centerpiece at in the middle of the store. And so you got some more fish over here. Hey, fishy. How you doing? Yeah, I love this waterfall piece here. This is absolutely gorgeous. And you got the mountain lion on top, as well as a eagle, bald eagle that I don't believe is taxidermied. I just want to know who's been swimming, diving, or kidding in this waterfall area. There's a taxidermy deer right here. Y'all, it is the 8th wonder of the world. It is the back side of water. O2H, O2H. Got a taxidermy bighorn ram just chilling on the ledge right here. How you doing, Mr. Ram? Have a good day. They also have another taxidermy polar bear up there on the ledge, along with a possum hanging from the tree branches. So it's 2 taxidermy polar bears at this store. And for $19.99, you can get your own giant crocodile, giant fish, or giant octopus here. I also love this boathouse looking structure in the middle of the store as well. This is just a really cool set piece for the store. And here I assume is signs for all the different locations, for all the different Bass Pro Shop locations and how many miles you are from the next one. And of course, We're only 1,165 miles away from Disney World. I feel like this probably worked back in the day. Maybe it doesn't now, but I feel like it would have worked back in the day. And you do have some fish in here as well. Trying to zoom in on them a little bit. And so you also have like a bobber in there too. I wonder if this one talks like the ones at the Country Bear Jamboree at Disney World. Probably not. Okay, I have my dollar, so I'm going to go back to the shooting arcade now. Okay, and it looks like one play is 50 cents, so I could get 2 plays for $1. So that's kind of nice. Put my quarters in. All right. And it looks like you get 25 shots for 1 credit. Fortunately, I do not think these are doing anything with the electronics. Okay, unfortunately I don't think any of these things are actually working, but we will see. I got one more round to go. I do like that you can actually see your little laser dot as you shoot, so you know where you're aiming better. But yeah, I don't think this is actually making anything move, unfortunately. Yeah, I think everything's turned off. But I'm having fun. That's all that matters, right? Well, that was kind of a dud. It was fun, but none of the animatronics are working, so. But I got 2 plays for $1, so, you know, it was fun just to get my aim. Like I said, it was nice that the laser, you know, like a red laser, so you actually saw where you're aiming at. But yeah, I did kind of suck that none of the animatronics were actually working. Y'all, it's the fish that's in the water over here that I showed earlier. I love that they have an old-fashioned candy section here, packaged like old-fashioned candy. Texas's Great American Outdoor Store. So, fun fact over here, this Whataburger used to be designed to look like Bass Pro Shop on the inside. Okay, so we did not make it to Great Bay Mills. We might go this afternoon. Ashley just didn't really want to go, and I respected that. But we did go to Costco, so we just got done eating pizza, a slice of pizza and a hot dog, and I had some water, and now I'm waiting for Ashley and her sister to get out of the restroom, and we're just going to walk around Costco for a little bit before her sister has to go to work at 1:45 this afternoon. And for $9,000, this is why financing is a thing. I wonder what Ashley would say. I could definitely use one though. Ashley, I know you're wanting a new patio set. So exactly for that patio. Is it not worth the $970 price tag, Ashley? Okay. Do I need a toilet? No. Do I want a toilet? Yes. Yes, I do. I wonder if you can get 2 for the price of 1 here at Costco. Okay, so we are leaving Costco. I didn't get to get a good video of it because there are a lot of people around that section, but I was showing some footage of some Mickey Mouse Disney varsity jackets. They were $79.99 and they looked super, super nice. They also fit really well. I'm a XXL for a lot of things, but that was a XXL and it fit amazing. But it had like all the different patches of like the classic iconic Disney characters. And it was just an awesome jacket. I wish I could have gotten more footage of it, but as I said, a lot of people were around that area and I didn't really want to film around all of them. So yeah, that's what I was getting that footage of. Okay, wrapped up therapy for this afternoon, and Ashley and I are at McCormick Park in Euless, Texas, because we have heard there's a swath of bluebonnets in the area, which is the state flower of Texas, and I want to get some awesome photos of those bluebonnets. Never actually have done that, even though I'm 33 years old and lived in Texas my entire life. Never done the bluebonnet thing, so I want to see them. And this park is very close to DFW International Airport, which is why there is a sign in the front of the park that says "No Flying Drones." And here are the bluebonnets. And these are gorgeous too. There's a lot of them here for sure. I think someone said last year they weren't that great because some of the mowers came in before they could really develop, but that has definitely not happened this year.
No, but like, look at all people.
Yeah.
Something in here or people.
You know, it's unfortunate that I think some people just don't know how to take care of nice things in nature. So bluebonnets is the state flower of Texas. They are a wildflower. They usually show up about mid-March. They're usually one of the first flowers that show up in the spring, and will usually be around until late April when it starts getting really hot. The only time I think bluebonnets are prettier is when they bloom alongside the very bright orange Indian paintbrushes. That just blue and orange together just looks amazing. On this fishing pier here, it's kind of a very tranquil, relaxing little area. There's not a lot of people out right now either. I'm kind of surprised since, you know, it's Good Friday and a lot of people are off, but yeah, it's just gorgeous out here, very quiet. Oh, but there's an airplane taking off in the sky way off in the distance. Ooh, bird watching area. Let's go to the bird watching area. See what that's all about. You what?
I need to head back soon.
I told you around until 4:30. Between 4:30. Okay, so this is a bird watching area because it actually has bird houses on the trail. That's really awesome. And there's a pavilion with some bench seating that actually has 4 different bird houses on it. Ashley pointed out a sign on the top that said that it's an Eagle Scout project. So this is really cool. I don't think there's any birds that are occupying these right now. But I see some, as I'm looking around, I see some more bird houses on the trees. I do not know what is happening with this birdhouse, but I think it was occupied at one point, but don't think it's occupied now. Well, there's definitely some stuff going on in there. This is just very tranquil and peaceful out here. It's just crazy because like we're in city limits, like we're in the heart of the mid-cities, and yet it just feels so peaceful and away from everything else. Younger me would have definitely attempted to get down there, would attempted to get down that water as well, but that is younger me. Older me realizes that I cannot just jump around trying to get down to water areas anymore without hurting myself or getting myself in trouble. So, but when I was younger, me and my friends who used to living in Grapevine, we had like parks like this all over by the different creeks and stuff, and we would just go off the beaten path and would you know, try to go down to the creeks and really probably get ourselves in trouble and whatnot. But you know, it was fun getting to explore, and it's probably why I still love to explore even now. Of course, this is more leisurely, but this morning I went on a almost 1.5 mile walk. It was short by 0.02 miles, so almost got that full mile and a half in. First walk of that distance in quite some time. So definitely fun getting my steps in today. This week's not been a good week for eating. So I've been trying to make up for it with all the walks I've been on. Ashley's over here scouting out where we can take our nephew to get shots with and get photos with the blue bonnets.
Like on that rock in the midst of the bonnet.
Those rocks over there, like right here. Put them on this rock,
Maybe.
like this specific rock.
No.
You sure you don't want this rock?
But like that rock.
Oh, this rock. Why this rock? Because you picked
Because
it
there's
out.
blue bonnets right there.
That's fair. I figure it's because you picked it out, you know.
Or where other people are.
How about right there? Like right there.
Yeah,
How about that rock?
that's a good one.
Okay. Good one. Okay. It is definitely a muggy one as well. Today, we got rain coming in tonight, and you know, this isn't Florida muggy, but it's definitely muggy. It's definitely Houston muggy right now. Yeah, it's pretty nasty out here. Like, if it wasn't so muggy, I think it's only like 80 outside right now. Like, if it wasn't so muggy, it wouldn't be too bad. But that humidity is just something else. And I sweat so easily to the humidity. It's gross as well. Honestly, biggest reason why I'm glad the Texas Rangers got a roof for their ballpark, because I had plenty of games where I was sweating my butt off by the end of the first inning, because it was just so hot and so gross at the stadium. Now, I love the old stadium, don't get me wrong. I wish they would have retrofitted, thank you, that ballpark with a roof instead of building a new one. But that being said, I am happy for AC on days like this when it's so warm outside. We are walking back over the bridge right now, and Ashley's making a point to note that the water here is really gross. And Ash, if you're just not realizing the water is gross, then I'm sorry. That is one thing I'll say about all the water in our parks area, is it doesn't move much, so it's just always kind of gross. And unfortunately, when people litter, it just makes the water worse. So please don't litter. Please keep our parks clean, because I love some clean water to look at and not dirty swamp water. So what were you saying, Ashley?
Nope. Not repeating it.
So Ashley does not like dogs, but she did say she may be open to a golden retriever one day, because you said your family used to have one.
Yep. We have buddies.
So that's like the one dog she's kind of a sucker for. And she said recently she saw someone who was training a red golden retriever, and she was like, if we didn't have my nephew, I would probably get it for you. You know what? That's all I need to hear sometimes. I think I made her into a bigger dog person than she cares to admit. I think she misses Hank more than she cares to admit. She says no. I don't have the keys.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
They're in your pocket.
Oh yeah, they are. You put them in there. I think she loves Hank more than she's ever gonna admit. I saw the way she was when that dog was about to pass away. R.I.P. It's one of the best, most sweetest dogs in the world. Hank the Tank. Had him from 2020 till this last year, December 2025. He wasn't a perfect dog, but he was the dog I needed for the season I was in, and he was my first ever dog. Like, first ever dog that was officially my dog. So I always have a special place in my heart for him, and I do think Ashley loves him more than she cares to admit. And I will say, truthfully, as much as it was hard to put Hank down in December 2025, it did kind of work out because we did end up taking in our nephew in January. And I don't know how we could have taken care of our nephew, plus also take care of a dog who, quite frankly, was starting to bite the bullet in a lot of areas and was definitely closer to his deathbed than wasn't. You know, he probably could have gone a couple more months, if I'm being honest, when I put him down in December. But even the vet was like, you know, put him down while he still has some dignity left in him. His leg, he had a bad leg when I got him, and that leg had just gotten worse and worse. And the day I put him down, it was probably the worst it had ever been. So it was time, you know, and like I said, I love that dog. I think he would have done well with our nephew, but on the same front, I'm like, I can't imagine taking care of him and also trying to take care of our nephew, and that would have been just so much to balance in our tiny little apartment complex. And that'll wrap up the video for today. If you like what you saw, please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. I had so much fun going through the blue bonnets at the park, and had so much fun just kind of going through Costco and going to Bass Pro Shop. So like I said, if you like what you saw, please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. I am Kramer with the camera. I do theme parks and other just random attractions around DFW. So hope you stay around for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.